Greetings and welcome to episode 37 of Change Your Focus, a mindfulness podcast designed to inspire and center you. I am Dr. Aiko-Douglas, your host and transformational life coach, life integration specialist, and mindfulness practitioner, here to empower you to transform your life one mindful decision at a time. I am also here inspiring you to be mindful of the products you use on and in your body, as well as the products you use around your home. So in last week's episode, I talked about inspiration. I shared my journey to learning how to consistently show up for myself and be the inspiration I wish to see in this world. While on this journey, I began to hear my inner voice, trust her, and allow her to guide me on my path, drowning out the noise of the world and aligning with my authentic self. Embodying her allowed me to regain strength and consistently show up for myself and feel inspired daily. And as I showed up for myself, I encountered so many serendipitous experiences because I was communicating clearly with the universe by being intentional with my life. So, if you found my story inspiring or the meditation enlightening, or if any of the information was fruitful, please share. Also, if you have any questions about the episode or would like coaching to support you in feeling inspired and being the inspiration you wish to see in this world, please click my Calendly link in the description or message me on any social platform at Integr8 Lyfe. I would love to support you. Let's get into it. Today's episode is about commitment. Now, I invite you to contemplate this quote by radio star, author, military veteran, and philanthropist Steve Maraboli. At the end of the day, let there be no excuses, no explanations, and no regrets. When I contemplate this quote, I think about my life and how my commitment to excellence is supporting me to thrive with sickle cell disease, how my commitment to excellence is supporting me in becoming a better podcast host. Before this episode, there were many technical difficulties that showed up, and they could have prevented me from going live, but I persisted. I stayed committed, reading what I needed to read, troubleshooting what I need to troubleshoot. And on this journey, I'm continuing to learn how to do these things. And so I'm still here in this space and enjoying it and learning and growing, evolving. And so at a young age, I learned to be committed to excellence. Excellence in dance, theater, school, cheerleading, pretty much anything else that I participated in. I learned that excellence was the way. And while I had fun and I enjoyed these things, I was also focused on excelling in all of them. I didn't want to be known as the little sick child, so I made sure that I did things and did them well. So as a dancer, I enjoyed all forms of dance, especially ballet. I was at one point, I was the top dancer in my studio in Houston, Texas with Miss Lydia Griffin. I remember our dance studio leader. She was awesome. And so my commitment helped me to practice daily and give dance my all. And at church, in addition to being a part of the dance team, I was in the choir, drill team, and I acted in plays, and I enjoyed practicing for these performances. My favorite was giving my Easter speeches. And in school, my parents made sure me and my siblings worked hard and did our best. They did not allow us to have unsatisfactory grades. So that training of being disciplined, coming home from school and doing my homework and staying awake late sometimes, especially when I was in high school, prepared me for life. I was committed to excelling in school, and this also helped me to be successful in college. When I went away to college, I felt like it was easy because I had been trained for that moment to independently rise and shine in school. I was used to being responsible for my actions. I practiced great study habits. I asked for help when needed. I communicated with my professors, took the initiative on group projects, and contributed my thoughts in classes. This all helped me to enjoy my college experience and graduate magna cum laude. As I started off by sharing, my commitment to thriving with sickle cell disease is what supports my excellent health. My commitment to being well and living a healthy life is what supports me in feeling good. And as you all know, because I share on here, I like feeling good. I don't want to wake up and not feel good in my body. I don't want to be engaging in an activity and not feel good in my body. I like to feel good. I don't want to eat something and moments later, minutes later, hours later, not feel good. So, part of my commitment to being healthy is being aware and willing to acknowledge when something is happening in my body, being willing to get regular checkups for health maintenance, and taking preventative measures to stay well. As I have shared, that openness is one of my top 5 core values. So, as you may know, I am open to trying alternative medicine, herbal remedies, acupuncture, you name it, anything to optimize my health. So, being curious about my body, mind, and spirit, and all the natural healing modalities in this world has supported me in crafting the best healthcare maintenance for myself. My journey to learning about and living an all natural lifestyle has supported me in advocating for myself with Western medical practitioners, asking for what I need, and making the best choices to support my optimum health. Some of you all may remember when I started out on Instagram sharing my journey and sharing all of the all natural products that I use to support my optimum health. It brought me joy, and so I did it because learning those things and feeling good and feeling supported, I was like, I want to share this information. And not only that, but the people in my life encouraged me by continuing to ask when they would see me, how did I transition? How did I start to be more aware and use all natural products? And so I figured, well, why not just start sharing this on a wider platform instead of just to my friends? And that's how all of this started, my commitment to my health, starting my all natural journey. And I'm here with this podcast sharing my story. I am fully committed to feeling good, mind, body, and soul. And by making and eating healthy meals daily, that helps me. That is one of the things that I do, and I encourage you all to do. Become curious more than anything and look at what you're putting on your body, what lotions, what creams, what body washes. Be curious. Start to look at what's in it. Is it natural? If it's not, what is it? And how could it harm me? Is it toxic? Really become curious on your journey. And so, again, starting my journey, feeling good, observing things change, people in my life observing things change, asking questions is what motivated me to come into this space, first on Instagram and now here on YouTube and other podcast platforms. This is huge in self-care, and I am committed to taking great care for myself so that I can feel, live well, feel good, and thrive. Okay, so being mindful again of what I am putting on my body. Like I said, I share this with you all. What are you putting on your body? in your body, right? So, what am I consuming that is good for me, giving me life? And what am I consuming that perhaps is harmful and slowly eating away at me, mind, body, soul? Really being aware as I eat this thing or consume this thing, how does it make me feel? And becoming curious about it. Why is it that when I eat tomatoes, I get these little bumps around my elbow? Or why is it that when I eat pineapples, I get extra gassy? Just becoming curious. What am I putting in my body? Is it helping me? Is it harming me? When I eat this hamburger from a fast food restaurant, what happens in my body? How do I feel? So, not that I eat hamburgers, you all know I'm pescatarian, but just giving examples so you know and start to become aware of what you're putting on and in your body. And also, what I say is what you're using around your home. So, if you're spraying a bunch of toxic chemicals to clean your home, you are inhaling that. That is affecting you day in and day out. That's affecting your mind and your body and your wellness. So start to become aware, turn those products over, see what's in them, if it's all natural, if it's toxic, and how those toxic ingredients or non-natural ingredients that you will find are toxic, how they affect your body. And then notice if it says consuming this or using this product could cause blah, 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 whatever the thing is. Sometimes it interrupts your endocrine system. I mean, so many different things. And then start to become aware if the people in your household have ever suffered or suffer from any of those ailments. And then become even more curious and say, am I willing to change this to bring about optimum health for me and my family? Am I willing to find a natural alternative for this hand soap or this cleaning spray or our body lotion, whatever it is, so that we can feel better and live well? This is the commitment. It's the level of commitment, right? That you can have for yourself if you set that out as a goal, wanting to feel good, be well, thrive. And so I remember when I started this journey, I would prepare a big lunch and I would take this lunch kit everywhere I went to make sure that I always had the food that I needed just in case I found myself somewhere else that did not offer the best all natural healthy food. And I enjoyed it. It wasn't painstaking. Oh, I have to make this bag every day. I enjoyed it. I knew I would have what I needed to consume and feel good. So it's something that I did. And again, when you're committed to whatever you're committed to, you do whatever it takes. So I stayed prepared to remain committed to my health no matter where I went. So when we prepare to do well, it becomes easy to do well. I take all my vitamins and supplements and herbal teas, healthy food, and snacks with me wherever I go. And doing daily physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual check ins with myself to see where I am vibrating in all areas of my life. It really alerts me when unusual things that could potentially be harmful, if not tended to, could be or are happening in my body. I am consistent with checkups. I take notes about the changes in my body. I log my cycles. I pay attention to the symptoms that come up. I pay attention to what's happening with my skin. I talk to my body. I affirm myself. This is all a part of my commitment to excellence and feeling excellent and healthy. So while aesthetics are important and taking pride in how I look impacts how I feel, if I am unwell physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, nothing else matters. I must prioritize my health needs first if I am committed to my health. I am grateful that I learned to do this for myself. And some of the other actions I take to be committed to my health is meal prepping. A part of my commitment to my husband is to create nourishing, all natural, organic, healing, and life giving meals daily. And I absolutely enjoy it. If you remember my IG post of all the aesthetically pleasing and healthy meals I used to make when single, well, I would pray and imagine cooking the same healthy meals for my husband one day and how much he would enjoy them. And guess what, folks? While I am not a vegan, I cook and eat whole organic foods and enjoy cooking them for my husband, who is vegan. A part of our mental health commitment is to engage in our hobbies, prioritize fun and recreational events that provide mental respite. We enjoy traveling, good food, art, film. So, finding activities locally and when we travel to engage in, like vegan food festivals, art festivals, yoga, sound healing, meditation activities, retreats, walking instead of always driving. We have certain things that are close, like the movie theater. We have spas that are close, so we choose to walk instead of drive because we enjoy walking. Feeding our souls really adds to our peace, the love between us, the joy, and the harmony. I am also committed to my spirituality and faith and having faith in that which is, was, and always will be, and prioritizing the time to connect with divine and intentionally communicate with divine daily feeds my soul. So again, right, this mind, body, soul connection and tending to all of it. And if I'm committed to me and my life and my journey and my goals and what I say I want, how I want to feel, who I want to be, then that's showing up and doing whatever it takes to get to that desired outcome. So, feeding my soul, wanting to feel good on a soul level, learning more about divine, and having an open and expansive knowing of who and what divine is to me keeps me feeling grounded and rooted in truth no matter what happens in life. I am committed to my duty of taking care of myself and creating the life I desire. I am dedicated to this life I live and show up for myself daily. And I take full responsibility for my thoughts, words, and actions. And when I commit to excellence for myself, I have no one else to blame for what doesn't seem to go right in my life. I have no excuses for not doing my best. And I have no need to explain or over explain myself if I miss the mark. And the best part is I have no regrets about anything that transpired in my life because I know I made the best decisions for myself. I was my best self and I did my absolute best. So, folks, please know that you are worthy of committing to be your best self and feel your best daily. Know that when you are committed, nothing can prevent you from reaching your desired outcomes. So, in this moment, I would like to guide you through a brief mindfulness practice to support you in assessing your commitments and recommitting to the life you desire so you can live life with no excuses, no explanations, and no regrets. Before we begin our breath work, I invite you to sit on the floor cross-legged or in a chair with your feet flat on the floor to ground yourself. Your spine will be straight and your neck an extension of your spine. And today we will engage in diaphragmatic breathing or deep belly breathing. So place both hands on your stomach and close your eyes. Begin to breathe deeply and slowly into your stomach. as you inhale, you will feel your stomach expand. And as you exhale, you will feel your stomach contract. Breathing slowly and deeply, feeling your hands rise and fall at each expansion and contraction of your stomach. Inhaling deeply and slowly at your own pace into your abdomen. Your chest will not rise, nor will your shoulders. Only thing that is perhaps rising and falling is your stomach. So make sure you are breathing into your abdomen. And as you are breathing, simply notice how this breath is transforming your body. Perhaps your shoulders have dropped. Perhaps you feel more at ease. Simply notice what is shifting in your body as you breathe. And taking a few more deep breaths into your abdomen and feeling into your body. And on this final breath in, wherever you are, hold at the top for a count of 8. And exhale slowly out of your mouth. Good. Now place your hands on your legs. Relax your entire body and continue breathing deeply and slowly at a pace that feels good for you. Stay connected to your breath. Imagine a bright white light beaming from the inside of your core. And now see this light extend upwards, filling the top half of your body. And then it shoots out of the top of the crown of your head and all the way into the sky. And now imagine that same light coming from your core and filling the bottom half of your body. And then shooting out of your feet and piercing into the earth until it reaches the earth's core. Now you are filled with light and connected to this bright white light from above and below. And now see yourself 3 years ago in 2021. Fall season. Where were you in your life? Mentally, physically, spiritually, in all areas of your life, socially, financially, relationally, where were you? And what were you focused on? See all of it. Your health, your education, where were you? Your career, and what was your focus? And what dreams, and goals, and visions did you have? What areas did you want to grow and develop? And take a deep breath, holding all of this. What were you committed to in your personal and professional life? How are you committed to showing up for yourself to actualize those goals, those aspirations? Did you plan? Did you set those plans in action, in motion by taking action? Did you create timelines of when you wanted to actualize each thing? Did you commit fully to your plans? Take a deep breath. And holding all this in, notice where you are now. And what have you actualized as a result of you being committed to yourself and your dreams 3 years ago? Look at all the areas in your life and see, what is it that you focused on 3 years ago, that you committed to 3 years ago, that has created your current reality, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, in every area of your life? What have you brought to life as a result? And how does that feel? Really hold that. And what are you still committed to today? Perhaps it's going to take you longer than 3 years, but you're committed to it and you're showing up daily. Simply be aware. What are you still committed to in all areas of your life? And what courses of action perhaps have you abandoned? Meaning you stopped doing them. Maybe you felt they weren't fruitful. Maybe you felt it's taken 3 years. I'm just going to let this go. Whatever it is, what courses of action, what plans have you stopped committing to, have you abandoned, and why? Now I want you to reflect back on your life and all of your accomplishments, all the things you're proud of, all the ways you have shown up for yourself, all the ways you stayed focused on the outcome and accomplished exactly what you set out to. Notice how you did it. What did you decide to commit to in order to accomplish what you set out to? And take a deep breath. And is there anything you can take, any lessons, experiences that you could take from your past journey to help you to recommit to those things that perhaps you let go of? Know that you can do anything. You are highly capable. Are you willing to recommit to your dreams and aspirations and plans and desired outcomes? Take a deep breath. Are you willing to face your fears and transcend them? Remember, the fears you have faced and did not allow to prevent you from going after your dreams. Remember those moments. Allow them to be fuel to propel you forward, to keep you committed. Allow this to inspire and motivate you by seeing all that you have done and can do. Allow that to recharge you. Take a deep breath. What would you like to recommit your time, attention, and resources to? In all areas of your life. Notice what those things are. And is there anything that perhaps you have not been committed to and you would like to commit to? See them all in every area of your life. Maybe you hadn't really given much thought to how you've been feeling in your body and your health, and now you want to be committed to that. Simply notice, become aware of what you are feeling pulled to in this moment to commit to and to recommit to. And take a deep breath. And imagine yourself from this moment on, rising after this meditation and committing to your life like never before. See yourself committing to all of the dreams, the aspirations, the plans, the desired outcomes, and co-creating the life you imagine. And notice how that feels to be committed to the best version of yourself. To be committed to showing up for yourself daily in all areas of your life. To be committed to living the life you say you desire. And now take the deepest breath you have taken all day and slowly return to this space, opening your eyes when you are ready. And how does that feel? Notice how you feel in your body. Notice what came up after this episode. I invite you to journal what showed up for you, what things you want to commit to, recommit to, what actions you would like to start taking, how you want to feel. Journal what came up for you. And now to complete our mindfulness session for today, please affirm by repeating after me. I am responsible for my life and commit to being my best daily. Good. Let's say that again. I am responsible for my life and commit to being my best daily. Great. One last time. I am responsible for my life and commit to being my best daily. Beautiful. That brings us to the end of our session. May you enjoy integrating mindfulness into your life daily. I invite you to be mindful, breathe deep often, and contemplate all the ways you can commit to your goals, be your best, and create the life you desire. Remember, mindfulness is always available to you every minute of every day. May you use each minute to be mindful. I am Dr. Aiko-Douglas, your host, transformational life coach, life integration specialist, and mindfulness practitioner, here to empower you to transform your life one mindful decision at a time. I am also here inspiring you to be mindful of the products you use on and in your body, as well as the products you use around your home. I also want to share with you all that as I have committed to my health, feeling good, and looking my best at 43, I decided to support the Fab Over 40 campaign by raising money for the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Please use the link in the description I will drop after this episode to vote for me to be the next face of new beauty and Fab Over 40 and donate to a worthy cause. As you vote, you'll have the option to vote for free or donate and vote. Do what feels good for you. Thank you for your vote and support. If you found this podcast through social media, please share which platform in the comments below. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And follow me on all social media platforms at Integr8 Lyfe to know more about my journey. Also, join my exclusive community on Patreon at Integr8 Lyfe. Thank you for tuning in, listening, engaging, and being mindful with me today. Namaste.